Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Carly Riddle, for those of you who don't know. So I got a request to do a video on how I started to travel, and I thought it's kind of a good idea to touch on that for those wondering how I've been able to travel for 3 months. I guess I'll start with how I got the chance to do something like this. Cole doesn't work a normal job. He is a trader. He trades with futures, and he trades gold and indexes. I knew that's what it was. He's able to work anywhere he wants in the world. Like, that's how we've been able to travel to all these places. He can work wherever he wants and make some money. So basically he's my sugar daddy. How to save money to be able to do something like this? Well, I honestly shouldn't be the one giving this advice, considering I started really saving a little later than I should have. I was a server at Boston Pizza, so I would put all my cash tips into a jar and put my change into a jar. You don't have to go out and party. You don't have to go out and eat, like, just, you know, like, it's not needed. If you cut that down, that's hundreds of dollars in like a month. Like, you could probably save like $1,000 in like a month if you stop partying. Like, I know there's people at home that party like 2 times a week, sometimes 3 because of Thursday. You don't need to go out and get coffees every day. That's another thing that you can save money on, like especially Starbucks. Starbucks is so overpriced. I know there's probably lots of other ways to save, but like I said, I'm terrible with saving my money, so I mean, I'm not the right person to ask. The main thing is just don't go out and party. That's a lot of money for doing it 2-3 times a week. Things to know before/while traveling. Like, I'm an average girl. I tend to pack a lot of clothes when I'm traveling, and you definitely don't need to. I've learned that by doing this trip. Like, even though I was planning on being gone for 3 months, that doesn't mean I need to bring an overload amount of clothes. There's gonna be, like, you can do laundry anywhere you're going. Like, I know in Colombia we did laundry at our friend's place, and here there's a place where they do the laundry for you. We just pay them, drop it off, pick it up the next day kind of thing. I definitely wish I didn't bring as much clothes as I did. It's just not needed, you know? Like, I'm sure you can make many different outfits with different pieces, so it's not like you need an outfit for every day. Know where you're going. Look up information about where you're going. You can never be too safe while traveling in a foreign country. That being said, you gotta be confident as well. You can't look scared. You can't like, be timid. Like, we were walking to a mall one day, and there was just people, like, everyone's like looking at us because Pereira is not a touristy place, so there's not, like, they never really see white people walking through, and like, everyone was looking at us, and you just kind of gotta go with confident, but like not cocky, but like confident look on your face, and just don't be scared. Otherwise they'll probably target you if they are thieves or whatever. In Colombia, we would also put a $50,000 bill in either Cole's shoe or my bra, because if you ever get mugged or something like that, it'll get you home, basically. Hide your stuff when you leave. When we would have our laptops and stuff, the bedroom door where we were staying at would lock, so we would kind of put our computers away and then lock that door when we were leaving. And here in Bali, the closet there actually locks, so we'd put our, like, camera, whatever, laptops in there when we are leaving. I want to add that Colombia is no means like a bad place. It's just a cautious type thing. Like before I went to Colombia the first time, and even this time going, everyone was like, oh, you're gonna die, you're gonna, like, the cartel, and that's not the case at all. The cartel hasn't been in Colombia for years. It's not unsafe. Like, you just gotta, it's traveling, you gotta be cautious just in case. Like, Colombia is probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to, so we definitely want to go back to Colombia. But we'd probably explore other places. Like, Medellin is another beautiful place. But that being said, you don't want to go to Colombia talking about Pablo Escobar, like, and saying, like, making fun of all that and stuff, because they do believe Pablo Escobar was like a god to them. He was a savior. He built Medellin. He built people's homes. I guess things to know about going to Bali. They do find like public display of affection in certain areas, like to be a little disrespectful, especially when you're not married. Well, it's basic, just when you're not married. When you're going to temples and when you're in rural areas, it's just polite to just not, unless you got a ring on that finger. So some things to do in Colombia. They'd be like, honestly, to rent a bike and just go for drives. That was one of my favorite things to do because the scenic views in Colombia are so beautiful. Like, I can't even explain how beautiful it is there. Visit waterfalls. We visited a waterfall. I can't remember what it was called. We went on this old mining cart railway thing and then we went across a river, and this, like, we had to like pull to help this guy like go on, and then we went and hiked up and found a waterfall, which was beautiful. The average temperature throughout the year is like 29 degrees, 28 degrees, which is insane. I'd want that, especially living in Canada. We went to an amusement park. I can't remember what it was called, but if that is there when you're traveling through Colombia, because our friend said that they go all around Colombia. If that's around when you're traveling there, that would be something to do. It was well worth it. I'm afraid of going upside down. So me and Cole watched our two friends on one ride, and then somehow tricked me and Cole to go on this other ride. I'm like, everyone, they're like, no, you're good, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this thing goes upside down, and guess what, it did. I'm alive, I've survived, but it was definitely a scary experience. It kept like creaking, and it was, yeah. Also, the bioparque is beautiful, has many different beautiful animals, and I definitely loved going through there. It was definitely a fun experience. I'll probably insert some clips of some different animals. Okay, some things to do in Bali. So definitely rent a bike down here. If you're gonna be renting something, don't rent a car because traffic is so congested. It is pretty annoying. Visit all the beaches you can visit, because I mean, who doesn't love to go to the beach? We actually got some beach towels so we don't have to rent the chairs that they have down there, so we can just lay on the towels and soak up some sun. I definitely could use a few more beach days before we leave. You gotta barter with them, like, hard, because I mean, like, they try and rip you off with a lot. Like, they wanted like 150,000 for chairs, and Cole's like, how about 100,000? Like, that seems like a little bit much to sit on some chairs for a bit. Like, usually they go with it. It might take them a bit, but if you kind of be like, okay, nah, we're gonna go somewhere else kind of thing, then they're like, okay. Visit any of the temples, but definitely something you should know is you gotta look presentable at temples. Like, you're not allowed to have your period, which is something that I found odd. I mean, yeah, how would they know? But I mean, to respect them, just in case they did sense you had your period. They say it's impure, I guess. So if you have your period, to be respectful, maybe just don't go to a temple. You can't show your shoulders, so you gotta wear like long sleeve, short sleeve shirts, and your legs can't be showing, so like you could wear like a long dress, or you could wear a sarong, chill at a hookah bar. So that's definitely been one of my favorite things to do, is to get some food, maybe some drink, and to just hookah away. Our fave place to go was Grass Terrace. There's so many good places to eat. Like, I'm surprised I haven't gotten obese while being here. We get a lot of pizza, just how cheap it is, because we can get one pizza for like $5, $6 Canadian, which is at one place we can actually get 2 margarita pizzas and 2 like soft drinks for $95,000. 95,000 rupiah, so it's like $9 Canadian. Also, warungs, I don't really know how to say it, but they're also very good for some traditional Indonesian food. Like Colombia, you can go and find waterfalls. It's more known in Bali to go and find some, like, there's many different waterfalls, so that's definitely something we're gonna go and check out. Alright, positions have changed because it is, a while later, so the outro is gonna be back to earlier. I kind of thought of some more to add to the video. So I only really thought of like one more thing for Colombia. The hot springs. It's something we didn't do in the recent trip of going there, so that's why I probably forgot about it, but the hot springs is definitely something to go see. It's beautiful, and like everything else that I've said in this video. So some different things that I thought of in Bali. I don't know how I forgot about this, but the abandoned theme park is a must. Unless you don't really like artsy kind of things, but I like those kind of things. There was artwork everywhere in this place, and like all the graffiti, but like a lot of it wasn't just graffiti, it was like lots of different kind of paintings, I'd say. Like it wasn't all like just like words and blah blah blah. Like there was some beautiful work. So me and Cole had basically a photo shoot there. I suggest staying in a villa while here. Bali is definitely well known for their villas. We made a huge mistake, my bad, staying in a apartment. It's not bad. We're close to the beach. Like literally, like we drive a bit and then it's like a 5-minute walk to the beach from there. So I'm fine with it, but it probably would have been a little better because we probably could have stayed in a villa for like maybe $200 more for the month. So I don't know, would have been probably a little more worth it. When we do go to Thailand, we are staying in an apartment for 6 days and a villa for 8, so that's gonna be, and the apartment has a pool too, so there we go. Definitely visit different islands while around Bali. We just haven't been doing much with water kind of stuff because of our new tattoos. And the guy, when we got it done, he was kind of like, are you sure you want to do it right now? You're pretty much just getting here. We're like, well, we're going to Thailand anyways, so it's like, if we do it then we're not going to be able to do anything in Thailand, so it's like, whatever. Yeah, so I'm sure there's lots of things to do, but those are just some things we've done, some that we're going to do. I'll probably make a Thailand, like a short little video on things about Thailand when we're there or done there. So that's really it, and that's all I have for today. So like, subscribe, share, and yeah, bye.